Hello everyone, Dylan here, and I want to rant on something today, something that bothers me and quite a lot of other people in the community, but here it is. What I'm here to talk about is Nintendo's copyright system, and how unfairly they take down fan games all the time. Of course, this has been discussed before on the internet, so you may be wondering, what are you going to bring new to the table? Hasn't everybody already said it? Nintendo is terrible when it comes to copyright and claiming everything. Well, I want to share my perspective on it. You see, I'm a big supporter of fan made projects. I think that fan made projects have their place in society and that fans should be able to make whatever content they want using the characters that are, present with it in the corporation in the library of characters. Which is why I think fan fiction, fan games, and stuff like that is pretty good and should be kept. I'm not saying every single piece of fan fiction, obviously, there's ones that are downright terrible or just badly written or just disgusting, hateful, and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is that fan made projects don't deserve to be taken down. And it's really sad that Nintendo likes taking down and DMCAing and stuff like that for pretty much any fan made project. Like, I like Nintendo for the consoles they make and the games they produce, or make, whichever one term you want to use. But when it comes to business decisions, I don't like Nintendo for their business decisions. I think a lot of their decisions are stupid, such as Super Mario 3D All Stars, which I actually own. Yes, you can feel free to make fun of me in the comments if you wish. But the point is, Nintendo makes a lot of stupid decisions, and one of their stupidest decisions is the removal of fan games and stuff like that. Fan games are just the way of Nintendo's fans showing their appreciation for Nintendo, and rather than treat this as a good thing and try to encourage their fans to make fan-made projects out of their characters, they instead think that it's a violation of copyright law, when really it's not a violation of copyright law because it's fair use. And I'm honestly fed up with Nintendo constantly taking down fan-made projects simply because they're afraid of copyright usage with their characters. Like, we get it, Nintendo. Certain things that were created with your characters, like the Mario cartoons, the Mario movie, they weren't that good. We get it. But you can't just take down fan-made projects and expect your fans to be happy with that. It's just your fans trying to show that they love you and that they want to make things inspired by you. And when you take those things down, such as fan fiction, fan games, fan made music, and artwork, it's absolutely terrible. And if you take down reviews or stuff like that, or even Let's Plays, that just makes everyone hate Nintendo a little more. And I've got to say, I don't like Nintendo for a lot of their business decisions. And when it comes down to it, I think the slogan Genesis does what Nintendo don't is pretty much accurate to Sega and Nintendo, because Nintendo doesn't do fan games, like I said before in this video multiple times. They take down fan games and will often copyright claim them whenever they feel the need to, or whenever they have the chance. Sega, on the other hand, encourages fan games and even urges developers of these fan games to work with them on official Sega games. Christian Whitehead, who is pretty much famous for some of his contributions to the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, was the one who made Sonic Mania along with Sega as a creative consultant. Or I think he was a creative consultant. I don't exactly know. But my point is that it seems that Nintendo is not as good as Sega when it comes to caring about their fans and treating their fans with respect. Nintendo, somehow, they hate their fans, but they also love their fans at the same time. They hate it when their fans try to make any fan-made project about any of their characters, such as if it's a fan game, music, art, or stuff like that. But they also love their fans so much that they would rather release un, un they would okay, sorry, I forgot. They would rather release games that aren't new and are just the same as the old ones with few minor tweaks. I think that Nintendo really needs to learn what fair use is, especially because Nintendo, you really gotta stop with this. I'm fed up with the fact that you are making all these horrible business decisions. You're actively encouraging your fan base to hate you by taking down fan-made projects and stuff like that. And no matter how you look at it, Nintendo doesn't give a shit. The only thing they give a shit about is whether or not they can make enough money and whether or not they can DMCA or copyright claim fan-made projects. If it got to the point where they copyright claimed or took away the monetization rights of a child simply for the fact that they drew a crayon drawing of Mario, then that would make me furious. But of course, that's never going to happen. That's only something in the Gmod Idiot Box video that happens. But anyways, Nintendo is terrible when it comes to copyright. And overall, I think they really need to change their attitude towards fan games and fan-made projects in general. Because if they don't, people are just going to hate them more, move on to Sony and Microsoft that actually care about their fans and actually give them what the fans want, and that actively, as well as Sega, and maybe, just maybe, Sega could become a console developer again, although that is very, very, very unlikely to happen considering that Sega doesn't have the money to make consoles anymore since they're third party now. But my point is, Nintendo, you've got to stop with your problem with copyright claiming everything you see. It gets annoying. If people want to listen to your music extended via a YouTube channel or want to play a game that's based off of your own projects, then let the fans create what they want, and as long as it's not sexually explicit material or stuff like that, then it's fine. Just seriously, Nintendo, you really have got to change your attitude because most gamers don't like you already for all your horrible business decisions you've been making in the past couple of years, and I don't like some of the business decisions you've been making either. And your copyright claiming is one of the worst things you've done so far. So, Nintendo, even if you're not listening, or if you are listening, stop copyright claiming fan games and try actually encouraging your fans to make fan-made projects and encouraging your fans to work with you on projects. Because if you did that, you would likely see an increase in revenue. But, of course, Nintendo's probably not going to listen to this. Who's going to listen to an 18-year-old kid and on the internet with a Blue Yeti mic and a blue laptop that says HP on it? Anyways, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.